Freedom of speech is one of the foundational principles that this country was built on. Because again, I'm not, if I was a sergeant down a patrol or a lieutenant down a patrol, it's a different story. I got people under my command. I would be doing this on a daily basis. This is what I've been doing since I put into the captain position, going out at night, watching the guys, see what they do, being able to evaluate how people perform. I think that's a function that all of us should be doing. So, yes, when people come to my door and they want to talk to me about promotions and bettering themselves professionally, you better believe it. I tell them everything I know. I've studied supervision management leadership for 15 years, got a degree in it. I think it's something that I excel in. I think everybody has their niche. I think I have a couple niches, and I think that's one of them. And so anybody who wants to come talk to me, I am willing to tell them everything. I talked to Senyo when he was promoting. I've talked to Danny Crawford. I've talked to Alamo. I've talked to, I mean...
Can I ask some more? Sure. I understand you're really highly qualified as everyone else in this room. Based on what you just said, that you will tell them everything and have them and help them out if you can. My understanding is that Kenny Williams came up to you also, asking you what's going to, about what you did to prepare for the test. Now, did you give him all the information like you just said you did? Did you give him questions and scenarios? Did you give him the answers?
Yeah. So here's what I do when people come talk to me. I talk to them about supervision and management. I talk to them about leadership. I talk to them about all the theory, all the stuff that you would find out of textbooks. That's what I talk to them about. I tell them certain books that they should be reading. What else? Anything along those lines, that's what I do. And yeah, Kenny did come talk to me about 2, maybe 3 months ago. I don't remember.
Has Otero come talk to you?
Mm-hmm. So he's been talking to me since, I don't know, 2016 maybe?
I guess my question is, and I'm he's going on, but one of the main reasons why I'm here is I'm obviously hearing the rumors as well. Brad Holdway went to Lieutenant Arvisu and said that Marv came to him and also validated this plan that you have in place. At least from Marv's perspective, that there's this plan in place, and that Al Otero, Kenny Williams, and Marv Harris are the lieutenants, and Jason's the captain, next captain, and so Brad came to Ed about that, and of course these are. My question is that a plan of yours? Is that a plan in place?
Yeah. So let me back up any further. Yeah. So I've been here for 16 years. From day one, this is just because this is how I'm wired. I watch and study people, and I find out strengths and weaknesses, and I look to see who is good at what,
right?
To help me better myself. Mm-hmm. For the last 8 years, I decided 8 years ago that I wanted to be chief of police. So for 8 years, I have been mentally looking at people's strengths and weaknesses and putting people in places. As time goes on, things change based on personnel, based on certain things that I see. But overall, yeah, you better believe I got a plan. I got a plan on what I want the department to look like. I've got a plan on what types of qualifications are great for certain areas. Yeah, absolutely, 100%. But to say that I've got absolute personnel, that's the guy, and no matter what, they're going to make it, no, absolutely not.
So when Marv, if it's true, and I'm just asking you because I don't know the plan, you know it, or you don't, Marv's saying your plan is to promote those people.
Well, okay.
Is that a discussion that took place?
So when people come to me like Marv, Al, Kenny, and they say they're interested in promoting to lieutenant, then again, the conversation always goes that, all right, well, here's the things that you need to look at as far as here's my philosophy. Here's what I believe in, and quite frankly, it's not much different from Brian's. In fact, I can pull out I saved it, the philosophy that he gave out when he became chief. That it's right along those lines. It's right along those lines. So again, we're back up. Marv didn't just come to me recently. I mean, Marv came to me 4.5 years ago. When he said, hey man, I decided I want to promote the corporal. I said, okay, well, let me help you. Here's the things that I think you should be studying. Here's the things that I think make a good supervisor. Here's the things that I think leadership is all about. Al was probably about the same time period. Again, I don't go seek these people out because they're not under my command, but when somebody comes to my door, anybody comes to my door, I have people from other agencies that call me all the time.
That's the mayor about the sniper rifle. He loves to talk to me about the sniper rifle. The two. Brad, we need the sniper rifle, right? We need 3. Okay, so... That's the mayor about the sniper rifle. He loves to talk to me about the sniper rifle. The two. Brad, we need the sniper rifle, right? We need 3. Okay, so...
for promotional stuff, and I sit down with them too, and I tell them the exact...
I'm not asking you that, Robert. I asked for this meeting because I'm asking you whether you have a plan in place to promote these people. If you're saying yes or... I mean, you haven't said yes or no. You're like dancing around the question. I guess my question, and you don't have to answer it. I mean, you have that prerogative. I thought that we can come to this meeting and you can answer that. Marv is telling people in the department that you have a plan to promote certain people. And where did he get that from? And if that's not true, then he's lying about it. And it wouldn't shock me because guess what? He's a liar. Okay? So...
Well, look. We're not
no, I am going to make accusations about it, Robert, because guess what? He's told people who work for me not to trust me because I'm a thief, and that's a downright lie.
Okay.
That's a downright lie.
Right.
And you know what? This department, okay, has allowed people to lie about me. I've reported it, and nothing was done. No investigation was done. Okay, and you talk about accountability. You talk about accountability in the sergeant's meeting. No accountability on the part of this command staff to protect one of their sergeants from slander and to protect their wife from slander. Why is that? Why did that happen? I properly reported it. You were in internal affairs. You can't tell me you didn't know about it.
I knew about it.
Everybody did, and nobody did anything about it.
I knew about it.
Nothing was done. What was done about it?
I don't know.
Yeah, nothing. So when you talk to me about accountability, I revert back to
Scott, I wasn't
things.
the chief.
It doesn't matter, Robert.
Doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't. You were in internal affairs and I worked there. I work
So
there.
the chief doesn't dictate what happens?
The chief, what does the chief dictate, Robert, in internal affairs?
If he says something's handled, then it's handled. And that's what I was told.
It was handled.
Yes.
Okay, well, it wasn't handled.
Well, okay.
It wasn't handled
I don't know. I
appropriately.
wasn't the chief. You're
But my
upset with me
point,
for something I had no control
I'm
over.
upset about the fact that you're preaching accountability to
I
everybody.
am preaching accountability.
Right.
The welfare of America, the cause of civilization, will forever require the contribution of some part of the life of all of our citizens to the natural, the necessary, and the inevitable demand for the defense of right and the truth. Without truth, everyone will do what's right in their own eyes.
But here's the problem, Robert. Where's the accountability in people not telling the truth?
Without truth, everyone will do what's right in their own eyes.
Where's the accountability when investigations are supposed to take place that don't take place? Where's the accountability of holding people accountable from absolute slander and lies about other police officers?
Yeah.
These things continue and continue and
You're
continue.
right, and I want to change that.
Right. But to get there, there is going to be complaining. There is going to be those types of things. Complaining is encouraged. It is encouraged.
Okay.
Because that's the only way you solve problems.
Okay, I agree with
But to say we can't complain about anything.
Who said you can't
You
complain?
said that. You said I'm tired of the griping and complaining. You said that in the
Yes,
staff
I'm
meeting.
tired of the griping, complaining when nothing ever gets done. So I've heard for 2 weeks that this complaint's going on, but no one comes to me about it. I have to call a meeting.
Here we are.
I had to
Here
call
we
a
are.
meeting.
Yeah, because we follow the chain of command, Robert. We follow the chain of command,
And
Robert.
as soon as you talk to him, I call a meeting.
Exactly.
Thank you for it.
Exactly.
So
Here
you're saying that I'm not trying to do. I'm sitting here preaching accountability, but then I'm not going to do anything about it. As soon as I heard from him, I was waiting for you. I'm hearing different stories, right? So I'm like, okay, well, if there's really a problem, I'm sure 2 sergeants would come to me about it. You didn't. You went to him. When he came to me and says, hey.
No, I wouldn't come to you about it, Robert. I would go to him. I would go to
Who's in
him.
charge?
They came to me first.
Okay.
My guidance to them is coming to you about what Marv is saying I don't know, rumors or information that he's telling people or the appearance of impropriety that's going on. The only way to, my opinion is, why complain? Study, test, beat them.
Okay. Well, I don't disagree with that, but you know.
We also have,
It's not a good feeling when someone, and again, Marv's a sergeant. He should know better. He shouldn't be out doing what he's doing as blatant as he's doing it and saying the things that he's saying. And it's been circulating around patrol long enough that there's got to be some truth to it. There's just no way it can't be true.
Okay, so did you pull him in and talk to him?
No, I haven't pulled him in and talked to him.
Why?
I haven't seen Marv. Marv works graveyard shift, so
He says okay, but he's still under your command.
he's under my command. I haven't pulled him in and talked to him. My point is, there's got to be some truth to it. He shouldn't. And again, I don't know what the deal is. I don't know if it's going on.
What you should.
Said.
You should.
You know. So again, I told Ron Scott, listen, don't worry about what Marv is saying to anybody. There's still a process. There's a process for testing. Just concentrate on that.
Well, and I agree with that, but if that's going on, Ed, you should pull them in and find out. As soon as you hear it, you should be pulling them in. If that's what's being said, then it needs to be stopped. Waiting again. So I've heard about this week and a half, 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden it explodes, and I start hearing serious allegations, and that's when.
What are those serious allegations, Robert?
Nepotism and all these other things.